I know you had a reaction to that. Well, should we be that level of concern, or is it more a matter of like, okay, we need to acknowledge where it's at and figure out what can be done elsewhere?
I definitely think we should be concerned that we're not keeping up with the best in class manufacturing or best in class logistics in other countries, whether it's China or anywhere else. Why not? Why isn't that a priority for us? So I understand their concern. When I was in China about 2 months ago at the World Robot Conference, what I saw on their trade show floor, at least 50 companies showing humanoids, many of them looking fairly advanced, but who knows? But these weren't videos. These were doing things in front of people. And I saw the excitement of the children, because they opened this up to the whole of China. This is not a show to do business to customers so much as it is to showcase. And the enthusiasm of the children and all of the different regions of China that are investing heavily in this. This doesn't happen here in the US to this scale. I would be very concerned about that if you want to be, as I said, best in class.
And Eric, are there categories of robots that perhaps the US or the West is better at, whether it's force and power limited robots or mobile robots, or are there things where specific form factors might have an edge?
I'm not so sure it's form factors as performance. For better or for worse, robots since Demaitre in 1960, for many, many years it was dominated by automotive applications, and it was dominated by a handful of companies that were competing with each other on specs. Oh, my robot's 0.1 millimeters repeatability. Oh, mine's 0.03. Oh boy, very exciting. And that was the focus for many, many years. Collaborative robots opened that a little bit, so that's maybe a bit of a form factor. China has opened that a lot, making lots of different types, throwing at the wall, seeing what sticks, making a $5,000 robot and seeing if there's a market for that. Even though it has flaws and drawbacks, it might be good enough for some applications. The dishwashing robot I mentioned, their business model only works with a $5,000 robot. So you can just go home if you're Fana or Kuka. You won't be able to sell them a robot. So this is something I'd like to learn from China. It's a different business model. It's not NASA making every moonshot perfect. It's SpaceX trying over and over and over again. And it's possible if you have the money and you have the technology. And so there's a Chinese business model that I'm not saying people should emulate, but they should be aware of and not poo-poo. That there are companies out there that will issue a brochure with 20 robot models, and only 2 of them actually exist. And you say, okay, they're lying. No, if you order the model that doesn't exist, they know they can put that together really quick. They have a supply chain, they have the base technology, and they were able to advertise without even making it. So, and sure, maybe they aren't 0.03 millimeters, but it may be good enough for certain applications, and this could open up a lot of new applications, and there's something to be learned from that.